1, 2, 3.
That's the way we walk in.
See, by now you better feel it.
All you want is an opportunity to win, to compete, to dominate. And darn it, I'm going to give you that.
Hello, and welcome to After Further Review. You'll notice that my surroundings look a little different today. And that's quite simply because I'm coming to you live from Fort Worth, Texas. I thought I'd just give you my thoughts, which are going to be very different than most everyone you're listening to right now. Almost everyone is predicting a landslide throttling at the hands of TCU. I just don't see it that way. I've looked at this 20,000 different ways. I just don't buy it. From an analytical standpoint, this game isn't as far apart as people think. TCU lost 60% of their starters. Even for an established program, that's hard to get over. Now, they do return most of their defensive starters. But let's be honest, TCU's defense was nothing close to elite last year. Now, obviously, Colorado is very changed from what they were last year. And you know that because Sonny Dykes has mentioned a few times that they have not watched a single Colorado game from last year, which makes logical sense.
You know, I'm not completely sure that we know exactly what we're preparing for. You know, new coaches, new staff, new team, new year, new players, kind of everything. So there's a lot of unknowns going into the first game. I mean, I haven't bothered watching the Colorado game one time, you know, from last season. There's no reason to really.
There's 7 guys remaining, and only 5 of them are going to matter in this game.
Morris over the middle, and intercepted in the end zone. Trevor Woods picked it off.
He never saw Woods. Creeps in from the backside, makes a great play. The only starter on defense left from a year ago.
Colorado team that you see tomorrow will in no way resemble the Colorado team that TCU played last year. And Sonny Dykes knows that. The betting line of minus 20.5 is categorical garbage. The only way that point spread makes any sense is if TCU is the number 2 team in the country and Colorado is a 1-11 roster. If you've been paying any attention at all, you know that neither of those points are true. Yet, that's exactly how most of the national pundits see it. The other big thing I see people saying constantly is that Colorado's offensive line is small. Colorado's starting left tackle is 6'10". 6'10". He could be a starting power forward in the NBA based on size alone. That's a big dude. Right tackle, 6'8". And the guards also fit an NFL standard for what an offensive guard should be size-wise. If you want to sit there and say Colorado's offensive line will not play as well as TCU's offensive line, that's a comment that at least I can entertain.
Sanders all day to throw the football, guns it underneath.
But to say Colorado's offensive line is small is ludicrous, and it makes you sound ignorant. I am willing to give TCU the edge on offensive and defensive line. That's where it stops, though. Quarterback edge, believe it or not, I'm taking the kid from Jackson State over Chandler Morris. I just am. To me, it looks like he is a better quarterback. Take that however you want.
Shedeur Sanders hit as he throws. There's a chunk yard to 76 yards. Sanders goes deep once again. This time it's caught. Shedeur Sanders looking, throwing it deep. Sanders! And it's caught at the 40. Sanders sprinting, sets, delivers. Touchdown, Colorado! Sanders off his back foot, caught, first down, and more down the sideline. Stop and start, Edwards. Touchdown, Colorado!
Running back Trey Sanders is intriguing.
The handoff. Sanders to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
From Sanders right here. After the nice third down completion, they go to Sanders, and you see the strength. Sanders is a big back.
If Trey Sanders doesn't go off, I think this is bad news for TCU. I know that TCU brought in a couple transfers at wide receiver, and they're very excited about them, and they should be. Colorado goes 9 to 10 deep at wide receiver. I would take Colorado's linebackers over TCU's linebackers, and I don't think it's necessarily close. Where it gets even more interesting is at some point TCU fans are going to start thinking, well, what are we winning? That's a great question, because it damn sure ain't the secondary.
Third down, Morris. Intercepted. Wow! Travis Hunter. Unbelievable. Hunter just plucks it out of the air.
Are you kidding me right now? That was wide open from the booth. 100 times out of 100, I see that action from up here. That's a touchdown.
My question to all these people that keep saying that TCU is going to blow out Colorado and it's going to be embarrassing. Really, I want you to give a reason that isn't just TCU's a better program as of late. Give me an analytical reason, and then you can come back and say, this is why TCU's going to blow Colorado away. I don't see it. I think TCU is not a playoff team. The difference between TCU and Colorado is TCU lost a lot and replaces them with a next man up mentality. Colorado lost 90% of last year's roster and upgraded every last single spot. So if you're going into tomorrow's game thinking TCU is the number 2 team in the country, which they're not, and Colorado is a 1-11 team, which they're not, yeah, you're going to buy into this 20.5 point spread. But ask yourself, what happens if that's not true? 98% of the non-Colorado country that pays attention to college football thinks this is going to be a rout by TCU. What happens when 98% of the college football watching world is wrong?
But we really have no gauge for what Colorado is going to be. And I don't say that to say that we have no idea what these players are going to play like. I mean, we have no reference point throughout history of a team totally overhauling their roster from one season to the next. You can talk about Colorado being 1-11 last year, and I don't think that's unfair, but also that team that was 1-11 last year, that staff and the overwhelming majority of that roster is no longer in Boulder, Colorado. I think TCU still wins this game. They made some great adds through the portal. I'm going to go ahead and give Colorado a 24% chance to pull off the upset.
Colorado's going to get absolutely destroyed on Saturday. I love Deion Sanders. I've been a Deion fan since I was a little kid, okay? I hope he succeeds. It's just not going to be this year. It's definitely not going to be this week. Shedeur Sanders has never thrown a pass against Power 5 competition. They just don't have the talent level top to bottom to compete this year in the Power 5. It's not going to happen this year. It's going to be a rough year. I'm actively rooting for TCU to absolutely destroy Colorado in this game. Their offensive lines are undersized, and reality will come crashing down on all the ignorant people. Y'all are stupid. You're college football ignorant. You don't know a fucking thing about the world of college football and how it works. Enjoy your 3-win season and have a great day.
I'm not going to sit up here and tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to sit up here and tell you what I believe is true, and I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And what you need to hear is TCU is about to slap you in the face, and they're going to pummel you.
You're going to watch and see whether he can win the game or not, which very few people think he can. But you're also going to see what that program looks like. And if it looks like a bunch of misfits who have never played together, but who have individual talent, then I think the spotlight that will be on him Saturday morning will not carry well to the next week.
Now that he's in a Power 5, the crowd that doesn't think Deion is more than just a motivator, a marketing guy, and shoot a documentary guy, they're going to be feasting on Colorado to prove their point that Deion's not a real coach. I think Colorado's going to be 3-9, maybe 4-8, maybe.
Oh, Deion Sanders can do anything he wants to build his program on. I just don't agree with his tactics. That's my story, and I'm sick of doing it.
Give me analysis. Give me something that says you looked at it for more than 2 minutes and came up with an X's and O's reason why. Saying games are won and lost in the trenches is a lazy response. Come up with something better than that. I'm not going to give you a score. I'm just going to say it's closer than you think it is. And if Colorado was to win, I would not be surprised. What I'm about to say is no slight on any other YouTube channel out there. But there's a lot of people that are getting a lot of Colorado content from people that do not have access inside the building. People who will not be in the press box tomorrow, September 2nd. The one thing I want you to take from this, please like, share, subscribe, because if you want Colorado content following Coach Prime and this journey that we're all on, I'm at least in the building. You can like all the other channels out there and get all the Colorado content you want, wherever you want, from whomever you want. But just know that this channel is inside the building. This channel will be reporting for every home game following this TCU game. And then in addition, there will be loads of stuff hitting Buff's beat. I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you'll check the game out tomorrow, and definitely stay tuned to Buff's beat, Sports Illustrated, and After Further Review for direct CU coverage. We'll catch you next time. You guys have a wonderful day.